Hey, so welcome back. So since we have finished shifts and policies, now it's time for us to focus on the employees, which is one of the main uh, sections of our program. So what are we going to do is, so this is we need to create the database structure. So everything can be on employees table. What I would like is I need to create a new monthly salary table for employees. I need to create um shift table for employee because shifts may change during tenure. So 6 months it may have 10 to 7, then next 6 months it might have 11 to 8, and same for leave policies. So I'm going to change that. So first let's create the backend for it. In this video we're just going to create the backend, and let's instruct Claude what we need to do. Time to create employees table. What I wanna do is make one employees table and create two connecting table, in fact three connecting tables. Number one will be employee underscore salaries, which will have its effective date column. For example, 1 Jan 2026 to 31st 30th June 2026 could be 30,000. After that could be 40,000. Second one would be employee underscore shifts. Same, should have shift ID and effective date, because shifts may change over time. And the third one would be the policy, employee underscore policies, same like shifts. Please create backend migration only in this prompt. So we need to instruct Claude, otherwise it will just start doing its full process without me instructing it what we actually need to do. So let it think and then let's review. Okay, so first is the employees, role, hire date, avatar color, app access, boolean. This is perfect. This it has already taken up from the screenshot, or it has different indexes as well. So screenshot is the, if you put a screenshot, they're going to create the migration by themselves. But for salaries and others, I have inserted them. So let's see what it has done. So employee salaries, IED, good. Decimal amount, this is perfect. Effective from, effective to is good. In fact, effective from is enough, but if it is giving effective to, this is also fine. So let's keep that. And there are two indexes, which is also okay. So let's continue. Then let's see what it does for employee shifts. Here you go, employee ID, shift ID, effective from, effective to. This is also just fine. And let's move ahead. For employee leave policies, employee policies, employee ID, leave policy ID, effective from, effective to. This is fine. Here I would like to add, uh, here I want to add one more column, leaves per year, so I can track leaves at the point of assignment. So let's make this change. It's just a simple change. So leaves per year. This is perfect. Okay, looks good. And I would say yes. Now it's going to run the migrations for me, I guess. So let's check our SQL to see if things came up. So we have, looks good. We have employees, we have policies, salaries, and shifts. Looks perfect. Now in this video, we are just going to make this form, update this form, and then make shifts and leave policies dynamic. Can you please make this form aligned to what we did just now as changes, plus make shift templates and leave policies dynamic to what we have in database. So it's taking some time to think, almost 3 or 4 minutes, but that's fine. Let's allow him to think. All right, so you can see it started to create the models, which is weird. Uh, let's try employee salaries. Employee shift. I do not want to make the create employee in this video, but it is doing it. So let's not like leave it like this. Let's continue it. So it's creating models for us already, which is great. And it is now going to create the controller for us. Here you go. This is the list of employees, which is great. This is the store function for the saving, and so far this is it. Good. We don't want to move fast. And employee controller is going to attach the API routes and create the API services. This is the backend API routes. This is API get employees, API create employees. Perfect. Now it's going to update the employee screen for us, which is actually what I told him to do. But it's fine that it did not understand me, and it started doing the full process in one go, and that's where the ideas differ for humans and AI. So now it's creating some updates on my employee pop-up screen, and now it's updating the model that I have here. I did okay. So leave policy it has already done. Let me see what my current shifts are. Okay, perfect. Regular and accounts and policies are here. Looks to be already dynamic. So these are already dynamic, which is great. Uh, and now it's working on the model pop-up. So as you can see now, it's making updates to employee screen, which I don't mind. That's something we need to do. And it's trying to make a build now. It hasn't updated the employee list yet. Probably just worked on the creation screen. Let's see. Great. Let's try to see if it works. Danny Balwani, technical lead. 9305. Salary 45,000. Regular financial year. This is okay. This is okay. Create employee and thrown an error. Good. Sometimes AI fails. Shift is undefined. Can't access color. Error as soon as I make submission. Well, before putting it to air, let's see if it saves. Okay, it looks to be saved on the backend correctly. App access is 0. I don't know why. And employee policies effective from. This is also bad, not good at all. If employee shift, this is not good at all as well. So quite some issues. Let's try to fix them. As soon as I make submission, also effective date is going my, what was that? Was it hire date or date of birth? Is going as hire date. Effective date is, oh, that makes sense. I see. So hire date, effective date altogether is going as my hire date. It should be current date. Also, hire date would be max 10 years back from now. And I think rest of the things are fine. The priority is to fix the error. So it's making some changes onto default shift ID. Yes. And to fix the runtime crash, break ID, then effective date issue. And here you go. 10 years gap is fine for the hire date because I just put 1993 and it took it. Probably the company would not even be ready by 1993. So I just mistook it as a date of birth, but no, I got it how it did that. So this is good, this is good. And now it's going to try the build. In the meantime, let's try and add another employee. Lakshya Sharma, assistant manager, hire date 01/05/2026. 25,000 accounts, calendar year, submit. Perfect, looks to be good. Let's check the database. 2 employees, hire date is good. Avatar color 349. And then let's try policies. Policies is good. Let's try salaries. Salaries is good. Yeah, I think we're good. Now we're good in this part. In the next video, let's work on the listing and the filters and the search and everything. I hope you liked it. Thank you.